Well, they call him the Dean of Girls Soccer in Harford County. Tom Berg is the only girls soccer coach that North Harford has ever had.
He is a retired social studies teacher, and his long journey started way back in the 60s at Parkville High School.
I had a nickname in high school, the Human Sieve. I was a goalkeeper, you know. I got replaced. I was a senior. Midway through my senior year, my coach went with the younger contingent, and I got replaced by a one-eyed goalkeeper. That shows you something about, that my future wasn't really in playing soccer, but I got some good coaching experience.
You were going to be a coach, yeah?
Right. I could kind of see the handwriting on the wall at that point. So I decided to become a teacher. I got into education. I started working with children in some of the education courses, and I got to coach some soccer out in Michigan a little bit, working with some kids and some programs, and boys and girls, and I really enjoyed it. So when I came back to Harford County, my first year I was at North Harford, I didn't coach soccer. But then I talked to the head coach after the first year, and they needed a JV coach next year, so I started coaching. And our first couple years were kind of tough. I remember one year we didn't win a game, we scored one goal. And our last game of the season, we're playing Aberdeen, and the skinny kid with long sideburns we're playing against just beat us 2-0, scored 2 goals, Cal Ripken Jr.
I didn't know Cal played soccer.
Cal scored the fastest goal ever scored in Harford County history, 8 seconds, against North Harford. I wasn't coaching that team, but I saw it from the hill. He kicked the ball to somebody, raced down the field, they lofted it to him. With his back to the goal, he volleyed it into the goal. Everybody was so stunned they couldn't believe it. It's a record that might be tied, but it'll never be broken. When I coached boys JV, we had a girl who played for us. She was the first girl in Harford County to play boys soccer, to play on a boys team. And her name was Michelle Jakubiak. And I cut 15 boys and kept her, and I really heard it from a lot of parents, but she was really good. And that year we went undefeated. She did really well. She played for me for 2 years, and then we started girls soccer. So she played for me for 2 more years playing girls soccer. And both years she led the state in scoring.
You basically started the North Harford girls program.
Almost by default. I had 2 daughters, and it kind of irked me there wasn't girls soccer in the area. So myself and a number of other people in the community pushed for girls soccer in high school. Well, the big argument was, where are you going to play? You don't have any fields. So I said, I'll play any field. What about the elementary school? So I laid out the field over there and laid it out, measured it, marked it myself, and set up the first field. And it was like a cow pasture at first. I had to fill in a lot of holes and stuff and different things, and got a couple friends of mine to help me. But that's where we played our first year. I remember we had 63 girls come out for soccer for 2 teams that first year. And the field hockey team really had problems because they didn't have enough girls. So when the girls left, got cut from soccer, they went to field hockey. Now, that trend didn't continue throughout the years, but it was a great start for us.
That's you?
That's me in my 3rd year, yeah. Had more hair then. So I coached 4 years, took a year off, coached 8 years with the boys, and then I coached the last 28 now with the girls. So it's 40 years altogether. One thing about people don't understand is the girls want to win just as much as the boys do. And they play just as hard and they care just as much. And they have this wonderful camaraderie that the boys don't have lots of times. And I think that's, it's not that you talk about teams being family, but with the girls that's much more true.
When the shot's made, the next person goes.
What we always tell the girls, between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock, or 2:30 and 5 o'clock, forget everything else and you concentrate on soccer. And then after that, don't think about soccer again until the next day. If you can compartmentalize like that, you're going to be successful in a lot of things. And the girls seem to be able to do it. They really do. They care deeply about the game, but it doesn't destroy them if they lose. Life goes on, they come back the next day and try again. Because they've got a lot of other things going on in their lives too besides soccer.
The things that man remembers, it just blows my mind. He has so many interesting stories, and we will have part 2 of our conversation with Tom Berg. It's coming up later in the show.